What's going on, everybody? It's Professor Zeus, and I'm back with another video. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. We are on our way to 500 subscribers, and we are taking it the humble route. I appreciate you all for joining. Today we're going to be discussing something that was uncovered in the last few days. Everyone's familiar with Elon Musk and Doge, but they just recently found out some information that I think is pretty alarming and that affects all of us really. So essentially, he found that in the Social Security database, that people who are receiving Social Security benefits, you have even people who are aged 100 to 159. And I think on the list that he released that there's somebody who's over 360 years old. So that really raises a lot of questions about the accuracy of the system and whether taxpayer money is actually being wasted. Doge is supposed to be the Department of Government Efficiency. It is not an official department of the federal government, more like a subcommittee, or not even a subcommittee, but just a initiative or a project, right? And all they can do is give recommendations, but they have been pretty swift with, you know, consulting with President Trump about doing certain things. So this has kind of been really interesting because it came out of nowhere. And let me just share this tweet, right? So you guys can read it with me. So it says, according to the Social Security database, these are the numbers of people in each age bucket with the death field set to false. Maybe Twilight is real, and there are a lot of vampires collecting Social Security. So you have the age range here, and then the people within this age range who are collecting Social Security. And then if you scroll down, you have people aged 120 to 129, 3 million, 130 to 139. Like that's another 4 million. And then you start getting higher. It's like 200 to 209 people, 800 plus people, 240 one person, and then you got 300 somebody who's 360 years old who's receiving Social Security. And look at this one. People aged 220 to 229, 1,000 plus people are receiving Social Security. How many people realistically are in the US right now are even 90 years old? This is up to 6 million people? Seriously? So there's over 20 million people who are age 90 and older in the system, right? This is more than 20 million people right here. So how much money is really being wasted on fraud, on mismanaged payments? Because there's no way that there's this many people, 20 million people who are over the age of 90 who are receiving Social Security benefits. And it raises the question, if these payments are still going out and these people through science cannot still be here, where are these payments going to? So essentially, with Doge, they're estimating that this could account for up to 700 billion in fraudulent payments. 700 billion dollars in fraudulent payments. It's like you see things like this and you really get to asking yourself, why am I paying taxes? Why should I it's really unfathomable that this amount of money can be going out to people, quote unquote, this old, right? It happened during the Biden administration. Nothing happened. It happened during Trump's first term. Nothing happened. Obama's presidency, no action. So this has been going on for decades and decades and decades with no real action, and nobody caught it. Nobody caught it until now. So, it makes me think, right? What's Trump's plan to stop the fraud and get, Social Security back on track? Because I'm not saying that people don't need Social Security, but it has to be distributed in a way that people who, are of age and really need it can actually receive the benefits that they're owed, right? So I think, when the whole administration's effort to, deport illegal immigrants who are collecting benefits. I don't know, but that's what they say they're doing. They're arguing that people who haven't paid into the system shouldn't be getting checks of 1,200 to 1,500 a month, while American workers are getting $700 to $900 a month. And then they have to remove these fraudulent beneficiaries. People who are over the age of 360 years old should not be collecting checks because it's impossible. So where are the checks going to? Or are they getting wired to someone's bank account? If that's the case, whose bank account is it? You know what I mean? And I think finally they're proposing major tax cuts on Social Security benefits. So right now, from what I've seen, if you earn over $25,000 per year, you have to pay taxes on your Social Security income. And I think Trump wants to essentially eliminate that tax so that more people can keep their full benefits. I do want to quickly show this video of this someone um, on Fox Business and what she had to say. I thought was pretty interesting. So let me just pull this up real quick.
And the fraud and waste has gone on for so long. Obviously, this is not something that happened overnight. It is incredible to me that people working in our government have had such laziness, such inertia, that they have never even bothered to look at these numbers that apparently are pretty easy to find. Number two, what's really incredible is that anyone is objecting to this because, as Caroline Levitt pointed out, this isn't just about hauling in all those illegal and fraudulent and wasteful payments. It is about making sure that if you're 60 years old, you're going to get Social Security payments from a healthy institution for the next many years. So how can anyone object to this? I have no idea.
Well, I think, Cheryl.
Yeah, and then if you do, see some people are objecting to, doing investigations about this, which I don't think is right. You know what I mean? If you have people that are listed as 200 years old plus, we really have people who are 65 who are out here struggling. I just did a video yesterday of a woman who's 57. She quit corporate America at the age of 54 to pursue acting. She probably has invested into the system, so if her acting career, whether it goes well or whether it doesn't go well, she should be able to receive Social Security benefits. You know what I mean? From just like this woman said, a healthy institution, right? So with what Trump is proposing, like, how does this really affect you, right, as a everyday citizen? If you're on Social Security, what he's proposing could change. It can mean higher payments for you if the fraud is eliminated. If you're working, you might be able to keep more of your benefits without being taxed. And if you're retired but want to work, there could be new policies that could allow you to earn more without losing your Social Security income. And I think this is a huge deal, especially since, from what I'm seeing, Social Security is facing a 22% cut by 2034 if reforms don't happen. So yeah, a lot of things happening, a lot of changes, a lot of new discoveries coming about. And you just got to keep in mind, Trump has only been in office less than a month. I think this week will make it a month. We've seen a lot of stuff going down. Whether you agree with it, whether you don't agree with it, we can all agree that a lot of stuff has been going down. But we'll see, whether or not Congress is going to support these reforms, or is, how politics is. How are they going to do, play the politics game, or they're going to help the everyday citizen? Let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like if you haven't already. Send this video to somebody who you think might appreciate it and find some value in it. And subscribe. We're on our way to 500 subscribers, man. We are taking it the humble route, and never, ever forget, it's you and I verse for a reason. I teach you, you teach me, and we both take what we taught each other and apply it to what's going on. That's the only way life can go on. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.